Hello, today I'm challenging myself to solo every boss in the game currently in order to level up my bard gameplay. Hope you enjoy. This is the kit I'll be using to kill every boss, SQUIRE kit wise. So the build is Charismatic Performance, Rapier Mastery, Superior Dexterity, and War Song. Yeah, this is the gear. We're running mostly strength, everything. And as far as songs go, it's just your basic songs, you know. All the 2-minute buffs, and then I take Unchained and Lament, Shriek. Throughout the boss fights, I'll be talking through some things that I keep in mind while bossing. In Low Roller, the only moves you need to respect on the Cyclops is the Rockfall phase and Stomp that comes after. Let's see. Ow. My game is bugging, dude. I just lagged. I go right around the Cyclops. I keep Shriek up as much as possible. If you step too far away, he will throw dirt in your eyes and blind you. Additionally, he does have a charge attack, where he will say a voice line, and when he's finished, you just jump, and then crouch. In order to dodge it. But other than that, the Cyclops actually isn't too difficult. My game is bugging on rockfall phase. I can't even see the fucking rocks. I thought you were just gonna kill me. I believe there's only 2 rockfall phases. What the fuck did this guy say to me? I go left around the cave troll, which technically is a slower way to do it, but I haven't learned the right yet. 3 moves that you have to watch out for with the troll are the yell, where he will apply a slow to you. If you do get hit by this, you can survive by jump crouching his follow-up charge attack. Otherwise, just walk towards him to one side to dodge the cone of the attack. The next move that you need to be careful of is the underhand or upswing attack, because he can combo it like 5 times if he wants to. Just respect it and go for like 1 hit on his hand off of an upswing. If he does start to combo, just kind of stay back. It will always end with a slam to the ground so that you know that it's over. And the last attack that you have to respect is this 2-handed overhead slam. This will just straight up one-shot you, so you just walk away from it. Don't back up with your S key, but either turn to the side and press A, or turn all the way around and run, put your weapons away. Just get away from it outside of the range. Done as well. Alright, the Lich is actually one of my least favorite boss fights. Not because it is hard, it's just annoying. The easiest way to deal with him is to strafe and shoot 100 arrows into his face. Okay. His main attack is easy to dodge, but he will do a wind-up attack that releases a homing orb that will hit you for like 90% of your HP unless you block it with a shield or run it into one of his skeletons. Every 20% of his HP you take away, he will apply a curse, either the blue curse of isolation in the circle, or take 95% of your health, or the purple curse of gathering, where your team needs to group up inside the circle, or else the person who is cursed will take 95% of their health. Once the curse explodes on you, you will receive a healing over time effect for a good chunk of your HP, so just get a potion ticking and apply a bandage or 2 while you heal over time. And the most important thing to consider with this boss fight is to keep your health topped off at all times, so you're ready to eat like 95% of your health and damage if you get hit by an orb or one of the curses, and you should be fine.
Ten years later.
Just like that, Lich is dead. Ding dong, the Lich is dead. This was actually my first attempt at the Wyvern for the challenge, and I really figured it was chalk when we saw people doing the boss before we got there. We did come out with a pretty clean 1v1 on the stairs on the way up, and we killed him first try. The Wyvern boss fight is all about knowing when you are safe to hit the dragon. Too far away, come. Thank you. There are only a few windows to hit him, and I just played safe around those. When he flies up in the air and dives down on you, you're able to get 2 hits on the wing and 1 hit on the face when he rotates towards you. When he lunges from across the arena, you get 1 hit to the wing and then 1 hit to the face when he spins towards you. And when he shoots an ice bolt, you have an opportunity to hit him 1 time in the face as well. Wyvern will also do a shriek and then slam the ground with an AoE attack, kind of like a Cyclops stomp that will one-shot you. So just back up away from this, and I use this as an opportunity as well to put a Shriek of Weakness. If the Wyvern does any other attack, I just dodge and wait for him to do one of those moves that I can respond with an attack. The only other things you have to worry about are his 3 phases. Every 25% of his HP, he will fly up and do an arena-wide attack. First one, you just follow him to one side of the arena and try to stay under him. Crouch, play an instrument, wrap a bandage, do some healing, anything to slow your movement as he tries to like push you off from across the arena. The second phase, he beats his wings and he tries to push you off of the plateau. You just put an ice pillar between you and the edge of the plateau, so stand in front of the ice pillar away from the edge so you don't get blown off. And the last phase, he sprays an ice breath attack across the arena. This time you just hide behind a pillar, so you stay on the edge side and hide from the middle of the arena where he's doing the attack. We got it. The Ghost King is a fairly easy boss to kill in my opinion. His main attack can be dodged by timing a jump into a crouch while he winds up his attack. The trick here is to give him about a second or so before you jump, so that you let the projectiles go over your head when you crouch. He will teleport around, spawning circles of ectoplasm, and in order to melee attack him without standing in those, you need to back up a little bit to drag him away from the center of the circle. A circle will also spawn if you get hit by one of his projectiles, something to keep in mind. When you are in the ectoplasm, you will acquire a debuff that slows you and starts stacking up, and every 20% of his HP, he will do a scream, where he gets a shield around him and screams. If you have those stacks on you from the debuff, they will explode for a lot of damage, otherwise it's not too bad. Moves you have to respect from the Ghost King are his Feast, where he will put on a shield that you can't damage him through. He will chase you around. The other move you have to respect is when he teleports to the middle of the arena, he will do a bob up and slam down. This will one-shot you, and the trick is to not predict the jump timing when he's going to hit the ground. Just jump when you see him bob in the air. Additionally, he will spawn some death skulls when this happens. They can be little aids to deal with, just kill them as soon as you get the opportunity. And the only other trick that I can think of that I've learned from killing the Ghost King quite a few times is to try and get him to place his ectoplasm circles in the center of the arena, so that when he goes to do his feast, you can run around safely over the entire edge and you don't have to worry about getting slowed or stacked up by too many plasm circles. Much cleaner. Much cleaner than last time. This boss fight alternates between 2 phases. First, the Shadow Assassins, or the Shadow Assassin phase. He will always issue the same commands in the same order. First, he will put a pizza slice, as I call it, on the ground. If you stand in it, you will acquire stacks, and at 5 stacks of this debuff, you'll get stuck in a bone cage. It takes 2 hits to break out of. The second command teleports a Shadow Assassin behind you to stab you in the back. Just kind of strafe away from him, anticipate the attack. The next command makes all the Shadow Assassins throw their daggers at you. I just keep my distance knowing this is coming and strafe towards the center of the arena. It lets me dodge it pretty much every time. You can also block the attack. Lastly, he makes them explode into a small AoE, which will one-shot you if you're too close to them. And he sucks them into his sword and gets more range and I believe damage on his attacks for. Then comes 1v1 phase, where he has a few attacks. He can teleport behind you, do an overhead, which you just need to stay nearby and sidestep either left or right. He does a spin attack from the left side, which you can crouch and duck under. He can then chain any of his attacks into a spin, where he does a dagger throw, which I just kind of strafe away from and hold up my shield to block. Lastly, he does an upward swing starting from the right side that you can actually just strafe right through. Now this boss fight is very much just a reaction test. You need to know what move he's doing so that you can react and dodge accordingly. You can also chain his attacks together very quickly, making him, in my opinion, the hardest boss in the game, at least for me to defeat. Something worth noting here is because I'm in SQUIRE Kit, I didn't even try to kill these Shadow Assassins. You can get rid of them, which I would recommend during the Shadow Assassin phase if you are able to. But for me, it didn't make a difference because I didn't have enough damage with just having the SQUIRE Kit on, so I just let him get his buffs from his Shadow Assassins. You don't get hit, don't take damage. We actually did this one flawlessly. Let's go. Very nice, dude. Actually flawless, too. We actually did that without taking a single hit from fucking anyone. Oh, let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. That was awesome. Challenge complete. We actually just finished it. Last one. Let's go. We've killed all the bosses, low roller, which is what it is, but in SQUIRE Kit, which is very, very, very hype. Very, very hype.